Okay, today I'd like to talk to you about using group messages to recruit and build your network marketing business. First, I want to start with talking about what is a group message or what is a group chat. Okay, a group message or group chat is a message, ideally, and I'll share why I prefer Messenger here in a minute. It could be text, it could be email, it could be Messenger, but it is a group message that includes yourself, your prospect, and a third person, at least a third person. Okay, it could be a fourth person as well, but a third person, ideally maybe your upline. If you have an active upline that's linking arms with you and building with you, otherwise it could be a sideline member that you're working with closely or whatever, but ideally your upline or your sponsor. Okay, so that is what is a group message. Why do I prefer Messenger over text or email or some of these other platforms? 3 reasons. Number 1, Messenger works seamlessly between my phone and my computer. So regardless of whether I'm on the run, I can use my phone as I can with email and text too, but I also am able to use my keyboard at my computer on Messenger a lot easier than I can with text. Text, I'm pretty much limited to my phone. Most people are. And the second reason is because, and maybe the most important reason, is with Messenger, it brings the conversation to life because the prospect can click on the third person, the sponsor's profile, and see this is a real person. They can put a face with a name. They can see I have a family, they have a family. I'm a real person, they're a real person. They can see a glimpse or a picture of your life or your sponsor's life, which just makes the conversation more powerful, more relatable. I love that. The third thing I like about using Messenger over some of the other platforms for a group message is the audio feature. I'm able to send audio messages and bring more personalization again that way to the conversation. Yes, I know I can do that on text, but only if I'm talking iPhone to iPhone through iMessage, not iPhone to maybe the prospect has an Android. Can't do that. Right? Can't send a voice message, but with Messenger we can. So those are 3 reasons why I personally prefer Messenger, but group chat, group message is not limited to just using Messenger. So the next question is, why would we use a group message? What is the purpose of a group chat? Okay, there's in my mind, there's 5 main reasons. Number 1 is credibility. By bringing in your sponsor or this third party, it's going to bring credibility to the conversation that you and I don't have as much oftentimes with our own prospect, our own friends, our own family. You know, the Bible says in Luke 4:24 that a prophet is not heard in his own hometown. You know, meaning we, for whatever reason, human nature, are often more likely to listen to a stranger than we are somebody we know very well. So there's number 1, adds credibility to the conversation. Number 2 is that it shows you're a part of a team. It shows you have support around and above and alongside you, that you're not alone, okay? That's helpful because consciously or subconsciously, the prospect is judging the business and the potential of them maybe doing this business someday based on their experience with you and how you handle it, right? So it shows you have support, shows you have a team, shows they'll have support, they'll have a team. Also, the third reason is they may ask your sponsor or this third person questions they wouldn't ask you. Yes, of course, knowing you well, they may be more comfortable asking you questions. They won't ask your sponsor for sure, but it works in reverse. They might be more comfortable asking questions about the business, the products, health, whatever the conversation is, of somebody they don't know well or don't know at all, as opposed to asking you. Okay, that's the third reason. The fourth reason why we do group messages is because it's duplicatable. Again, they're judging everything based on what you do. Their experience in the business, they only know that the business is what you've shown them the business is. And if you want to have a higher percentage of prospects and customers, in our business we call them club members, that upgrade to promoter or can conceive of themselves doing this business, then we want to make it where the greatest percentage of people could foresee themselves doing this business. And by doing business this way, it shows, hey, I can send a message. I can, include my sponsor, my friend, my business partner in on this message. I have help. I have support. I'm not alone. It's not that scary. Okay, that's the fourth reason, the fourth why, or the benefit of doing a group message. And The fifth reason is you, by doing this, get to learn from your sponsor. You put them in a group message and you get to sit there and watch, look, listen, figuratively speaking, listen. Maybe you are listening to a voice message, right? In the chat of how they handle and interact with your prospect. And you can learn a lot that way. Now, this leads to the question, who do you put in a group message? All prospects, okay? Now, when do you put them in a group message is another question. We put them in a group message after we've given them some information. We've asked the peak interest question, are you open to learning about the business or the products? And they have said yes. So we've ATM'd them into a Facebook group. We've sent them a video. We've got them into an online Zoom health talk, or to attend an online Zoom health talk presentation. We've got information in front of them that they've seen, or hopefully they've seen. And at that point, immediately, we're going to put that prospect into a group chat with our upline, with our sponsor, okay? And what is that group message going to say? It's very, very simple. By the way, we're going to do the same thing with our customers once the prospect becomes a customer. If we hadn't done it at prospect stage, which hopefully we did, we can still do it as a club member by introducing our new club member, our new customer, to our sponsor, our friend who's been taking the products longer, right? We can do it with our new promoters. Even if we did it when they were a prospect, they joined the team as a promoter, they're a business partner, they've linked arms with us now. Group message, introducing them to the other partners, your upline, your other partners, so they can start meeting the team and build their belief, build their confidence, and also know what resources they have available to put other people in a group chat or group message that might identify with someone above you, another one of your business partners better than you based on occupations, based on age, based on geographic location, a lot of factors, right, that might go into why you might want to choose one upline partner versus another upline partner to put in a group message with a particular prospect. So who are they for? They're for your prospects, first and foremost. They're for your new customers to welcome them to the team and with a group message, introducing them to your upline. And they're for your new promoters to welcome them again to the team, to the family, introducing them to their new partners, also your upline. Okay, so when, I covered already, when do you do it? You do it after you, with a prospect, you put them in a group chat after you give them some information. At that point is when you're going to put them on a group message. And how? I think one of the last questions is what does this group message look like? Okay, here's what it looks like. It's very simple. There's three parts in my mind. You're going to introduce your upline. Hey, Mrs. Prospect, I wanted to introduce you to my good friend, and if the context is business, and business partner, upline so-and-so. Now, I'm not calling him upline, right? John, my upline John. And John is very knowledgeable. He's been with the company longer than I have. He's been, has a very successful business, and we're going to brag or edify our upline, right? And if we can find common ground between the prospect and our upline, we want to make sure we do that, okay? Prospect's a single mother. Upline's a single mother. I'm going to have to mention that. Mary's awesome, single mother of 3, incredible lady, blah, 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 blah. I want to brag on her. I want to edify her. I want my prospect to connect with her as much as possible and have open ears and open heart to receive and communicate with my sponsor, okay? So the two things we're doing in the first step of introducing our sponsor is we're bragging on them, we're edifying them, and we're trying to, there's a lot of things we could say about our sponsor, right? We're not going to say everything in an introduction, but we're going to choose the things that might be more relatable to the sponsor, if we can. The second part then is introducing the prospect. So to our sponsor, we're going to introduce the prospect, and what do we do here? Again, try to find the relatable common ground between the two, if there is any, and brag on our prospect. Mary is amazing. She's hardworking. She's been a friend for X number of years. I know she'll love you. I know you'll love her. She blah, 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 blah. I wanted to make you the introduction, and here's part 3. So I've introduced upline, introduced prospect, part 3 finally, and let you know, Mary, that, upline so-and-so, this person has had so much more, experience with the products, or if the conversation is business, experience in the business than I have, and thought they'd be a great resource for you if you had any questions you might want to ask of them or if you wanted to hear their story or whatever, I'm sure they'd be happy to help you as well. I just wanted to introduce the two of you. That's as simple as it is. What does this do? Why is this so powerful? Because it provides social validation to your prospects that this thing's a lot bigger than just you, okay? It shows you have help, you have support. It shows they will have help, they will have support if they join in the business at some point, or even if they just want to refer other customers and get their products for free through our club, loyalty club member program, referral 3 for free program. And it also brings other relationships into the picture, and relationships in this business, as in many businesses, but even more so in our business of social networking, relationship marketing is the glue that holds everything together. And so it just brings in more of these relationships that obviously you were attracted to, that I was attracted to when we joined our, partners, our sponsors. There was something we were attracted to about them and their story. Likewise, our prospects probably will be too. And it just brings more of those relationships into the conversation, which is always powerful and always helpful to any situation like this. And lastly, again, I said it earlier, duplication in this business is where we get leverage of time, income, and impact. And there is not many ways that are better to duplicate and show your prospective partners, even if the conversation is not even business yet. How many business partners do we have today that started as just customers? Many, numerous. So again, whether we're talking business or not up front, they're judging the business, or they will be in the future if they ever start thinking about the business or considering it based on whatever their experience was coming into the business as a customer even. And if it seemed like something they could potentially see themselves doing, they're more likely to do it. And wouldn't you agree that most people could see themselves sending a message, making an introduction, bragging on their sponsor, bragging on their prospect, and introducing the two after they've done something simple like ATM them into a private Facebook group, tagged them in a few posts, sent them a video, got them on an online Zoom? That's the power of group messaging or group chats, whichever you want to call it. It is the three-way call of the 21st century. And I hope this was helpful, and more importantly, I hope you take the knowledge and put it into practice, because I'm confident if you do, you will like the results. So if this has been helpful, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel here for more videos just like this. Would love to connect with you. Social media links are down in the comments or down in the description. I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment. Let us know. Was this helpful? What are best practices you're doing with group chats, group messaging? We'd love to hear from you. We want to learn from you too. So please let us know. And if you want to mash the big thumbs up, we'd love that too. Have a great day. Until next time, we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.